Good day, everyone. So, for today's vlog, you will be joining me as I checked the assessment or the output of my students. I gave them last week an activity for that week, and now we will be checking it. Come on, come with me as I checked my students' output.
But before checking, let us first see the activity that I gave. So I gave the activity with the rubrics: content accuracy, proper event sequence, presentation, creativity, attractiveness, with a total point of 50 points.
So now we will start checking my students' output. Okay, so let us start with Miss Trazo. So this is the work of Trazo. So as you can see, she used creativity with her work. Like she uses this big circle here, like the title. She uses good color, good choice of color blue, light blue. I mean, this in this way I can see correctly the year, and she uses um, arrows for me to know the indication of each year and what happened or events happened on that year. Also, I also noticed that she is very good in reading my instruction that they need to highlight Philippines. So I see Manila, I see Filipino people being mentioned here, and okay, great. Okay, very nice, very clean, simple yet clean coherence of her output. And she did not forget to include her insights. So good job, Miss Trazo. And now we will proceed to the second student who passed my output. Let's go with Onyes. So we are now to Onyes output. So she included activity number 1, and then she passed activity in her simplest way with a little touch of creativity. She uses colors and table. Okay, so start of night. Okay. She is very so she uses 10th or 10-year in stating what happened during the 10 years. So start of 19th century, 1800s to 1810. And then she also labeled what I also stated: drastic changes in Europe and conditions of Asia in the 19th century, specifically Philippines. And okay, and she also highlighted Philippines. Very good. Okay, so let us see if she also included in her output her insights. So yeah. Okay, so Miss Onyes did not include her insights, so yeah. Okay, so next time, please read carefully the instruction. And I stated here significant event corresponding to specific time and your insight about it. Highlight Philippines in the said timeline. Okay, so that's it for Miss Onyes. Okay, so now we are already to Mr. Makayan's output. So I like his creativity. I like the font that he uses, like this one, and it's so newspaper vibe, And then, okay, aside from this creativity with the fonts that he uses, he also uses creativity with the way he used or give credit to or the timeline. Like he used this pole here with arrows corresponding to whatever he is wanted to know or to let us know about what happened during that year, what event happened during that year. Okay, so every year he indicate his own insight. So okay, he's very he has a lot of time, and he's very he's very into his work. He really give time in doing his activity. So yeah, very good, very nice, excellent work, Mr. Makayan. So I really like the work of Mr. Makayan. Aside from the font that he uses, the creativity with the pole, with the arrows and everything, uh, with the time that he allot for this activity, like every year he input his own insight, and he also highlighted Philippines. Okay, now we are to Mr. Galyamaso's work. Okay, so submitted to Miss Mary Agnes Panuta, instructor. Okay. And he also included the direction or instruction for my activity. And okay. His work is simple, but he feed us with content each year, what had happened each year. And he's also very specific, like he also included not just the year, but the date as well, like in the month, January 18th, August 25, and then simplicity as it is. However, I did not see his insight with his work. Okay, so I also want to remind each student that whenever your teacher is giving you an activity or assessment, please read carefully the instruction that is stated or given with the file that your teacher sent to you. Because just like what mostly of my student who passed my activity for the week, they forgot to include his or her highlight with the activity. So please, 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 please read carefully the instruction, and don't forget whatever instructed by the teacher in your activity. Please don't forget everything or even one single instruction there, because that might result to some of you will get lower grades or lower scores than the rest of the class. Now we are down to our last student who passed my activity for the week. So we are checking Miss Annelyn Celis' output. Okay, so this is the work of Miss Celis. This is the work of Annelyn. So she also passed simple work. Um, okay, so 1800 to 1808, 1810 to 1813. So the rule of the corrupt. Okay, so she highlighted Philippines with her timeline. However, the same problem with most of my students, she also did not include her insight about the timeline that she passed. Okay, so next time, read carefully the instruction for you to have um, higher score. So because this is part of the instruction, so this might as well affect your scores when I return your outputs. Okay, so we are done checking my students' output for my week activity. Okay, so I hope everyone learned something from checking the assessment, and also I hope you also jot down my reminders, um, everything that I have said, like don't forget to read carefully everything that your teacher had instructed, because might as well, or all of us really wanted to have higher score, or we'll get the possible score, so highest possible score. So if you don't want to get lower score, or you expected something na okay, the teacher will give me higher score, however, not following instruction will really affect your scores every time we give it back to you. So that's all, everyone. See you on my next teacher vlog. Bye.